Welcome back to Diamondback Watch for the Test and Tune event qualifiers.
Each racer will get 2 runs down the track. The points from those 2 runs will be added together, and the total score will be that racer's qualifying position.
Up first, you got Dutch Vanderschiff from Dutch Clutch Racing driving a Sandburner, coming in at 54.05 grams.
Dutch has a rock-hard suspension, but yeah, it looks like he's doing pretty well with it right now. He also has a little bit of a wider wheelbase than some of those bigger wheels which were required for the tournament.
And Dutch Clutch Racing will have 10 points, putting him into provisional first, of course, because he was the first racer. Up next, it's X from Portillo Entertainment Racing driving his Blade Raider, coming in at 36.27 grams.
Not very heavy, but we had some trouble with the weights being too low on the base at the beginning of the tournament when he arrived. And he did quite well right there. Not super fast, but seems to handle the track pretty well. Decent suspension and a decent wheelbase too.
And he will slot into first with 12 points, beating out Dutch by 2. And up next, it's Slick Fitty from Stupid Fish Racing driving his Big L Bel Air, and he comes in at 64.29 grams.
He's got very big wheels on that thing, but oof. The weight's pretty low too, and the wheelbase is a little bit on the shorter side though, which isn't going to help him on this track, unfortunately.
He gets 4 points there, which puts him into third for now. And yeah, not too good. We'll have to see what other racers do. It's Uncle Elvis from Uncle Elvis Racing driving his custom red truck, coming in at 65.18 grams.
He's got a really long wheelbase on that thing. And that was just an unlucky scrape right there. He's also got really big wheels, but not much suspension at all, but I seem to handle it. Wow, that was a major leap off the last jump.
And he will get 10 points, tying Dutch Clutch Racing for second place so far.
The racer who came down first, if there's a tie, will get that spot.
And Mr. Zero from Sunshine City Garage is next, driving his Jeep Wagoneer, coming in at 53.86 grams.
Really nice paint on this thing. He's got a pretty good suspension, especially in the back, but not the longest wheelbase. As you see, he sort of loses control down there at the bottom of the track. He's going for the slow and steady approach. Here, no timers, so it doesn't matter, and came across the line.
Sunshine City Garage slots into provisional first place with 13 points. Wow, impressive performance by that Jeep. Next is Giorgio, driving for G-Force Racing, driving a 73 Jeep J10, coming in at 64.14 grams.
He's got a pretty long wheelbase on that thing. Also trying the slow and steady approach. Not a whole lot of suspension, but there's some, and the weight seems to have caught on the final jump there. And he comes down, but slows down before the jump. You need to get enough speed there.
Gets caught up again, and he will get 12 points, and slots into third place, actually tied for second with Portillo Entertainment. Up next is Lando with Arlo Racing, driving a Volvo XC40 Recharge, where that is 62.10 grams.
Here goes. Not a long wheelbase on this thing. A decent suspension, I'd say. And, ooh, wow. Just lost it over that first log up there. And tipped over the first jump.
Got 5 points after the qualifying, and we'll get 6th position for now. Just 1 point ahead of Stupid Fish. Here we have Blackie Mutton from Bad Bull Racing driving Hyper Rocker. That is 57.34 grams.
Now, Blackie Mutton's a little on the top-heavy side, as we see right there. Wants to tip over a little too much. He's got a very good suspension though, and is quite fast, as that run shows, taking it all the way across the line.
He will get 9 points there, putting him into 6th position. Up next is Al Van Coit driving for Skid Marks Diecast Racing in the Chevy Van 4x4. That is 63.71 grams.
Cool casting. Ooh, it's a little top heavy though, as it tips over the first jump. Coming down here with a better one. Pretty long wheelbase, not the longest. And he's gonna crawl across the line.
And he will get 9 points tied with Bad Bull Racing for 6th place for now. Up next, it's Ricochet, driving for Ruckus Racing in his Harry Hustler. That is 57.31 grams.
Not expecting to see a off-road sports car here, but Ruckus came up with one. A bouncy suspension there. It's an old Matchbox casting. That would explain that. Not a very long wheelbase, which sometimes causes him to spin out.
And he will get 9 points again. We got 3 nines in a row, tied for 6th.
But in 8th.
Stray Dog for Team Kamikaze is up next, driving Dune It Up. that weighs in at 63.86 grams.
Now, Straight Dog here is a little rear heavy, as it shows there by spinning around after the first log and doing so again, and also a little top heavy. We'll have to see what he can do come race day.
He gets 4 points, tied for 10th place with Stupid Fish Racing.
Provisional last place, unfortunately.
Yeah. Here we have Puff from Puff's Racing driving the Baja truck. That is 56.63 grams.
Puff with a pretty regular casting. Oof, that was a hard hit to that jump. Cars with wheels that stick out sometimes will catch that. A decent suspension, medium-sized wheelbase. It's going to take the slow and steady approach. Not a bad thing to do in the qualifiers.
And Puff will pull out 11 points. Not bad at all, putting him into 4th place. Pretty impressive performance. And up next is Dusty Miles from Milestone Diecast, driving the Ford F-150 Lightning Custom. That is 65.2 grams, right at the weight limit.
Now Dusty here, he has a very unique suspension. It's very customized. He doesn't want to show it to you apparently by rolling over against the wall. And he just had an unlucky skid there.
And he will get 7 points. That puts him in the 10th position so far. Up next, it's Sparky Racer for Racel Diecast Racing in his Jeep CJ7 with that gold paint job. He weighs in at 64.01 grams.
Sparky Racer here, he has a rock-solid suspension, and that definitely isn't going to help you here. Don't get points for tricks.
Too bad, he did a pretty cool flip there. And Racel Diecast Racing will get 4 points, tied with Stupid Fish and Stray Dog for 12th position. And last but not least, for the qualifying, it's Mako for Mako Racing in his Jaguar I-Pace, coming in at 65.2 grams.
He does not have much of a suspension, but got a long wheelbase on that car. It's popular for road courses. Seems to handle off-road courses pretty well, too. Oh, and catches on that jump. Man, my tongue does not work today. And that'll do it.
He will get 11 points, time with Puff for 4th place. Not bad at all for the final competitor.
And this will just show you the final finishing order here.
Sunshine City will get pole position for the top spot.
And we'd like to take this moment to thank you all for watching, and we will see you soon for the group racing.